I haven't been able to source a lot of Dogman encounters in the UK. It doesn't mean they don't exist. I'm just really new to YouTube and no one is sending me direct stories. So, in doing a little bit of research, I found a really strange story that was published by The Sun back in early 2022. A woman's body was eaten by foxes after she left her car when it broke down on the side of the road. Now, the headline alone makes me think that this is really odd because here in the US, I've never heard a story of a fox eating anyone, even if it's a rabid fox. I don't know how much damage a fox could do. If I'm wrong about this, please leave a comment down below. I'm open to all possibilities. But I want to share this story with you just so you can consider that there may be a possibility that this was an actual Dogman attack. As published by the Sun newspaper, I will recount the story for you. A woman was found dead with her body eaten by foxes after she left her car when it broke down on the side of the road. The 55-year-old, who has not yet been identified, had wandered away from her car while waiting for AA just before Christmas. Now, AA is probably much like AAA here in the US. At least that is what I would consider it. The story goes on. Cops who found her body in Monkton, Ayrshire in Scotland say she had been partially eaten by wildlife. It's thought that her car had broken down on the country road in mid-December, and she called for roadside assistance. The woman then took a stroll while waiting for them to arrive in the fields nearby. On December 18th, her car was found and a missing persons inquiry was launched. The next day, police located her body close to where her car was left using sniffer dogs. Cops believe a fox or possibly a badger may be responsible for mauling and the death. It is not being treated as suspicious. A source told the Daily Record she had phoned the AA to try to get them to come and help. But rather than waiting with the vehicle, she got out and walked away, cutting through the fields. She then died while she had been going through the fields. A Police Scotland spokesperson said around 11:20 p.m. on Saturday, police were called to a report of a possible abandoned car found on an unclassified road near Monkton. Officers attended and the initial investigations failed to trace the registered keeper, and the officers started a missing person inquiry. Around 4:55 p.m. on Sunday, December 19th, officers searching for the missing 55-year-old woman found a body in a field approximately 1 mile from where the car was discovered. The death is not being treated as suspicious, and a report was submitted to the Procurator Fiscal. This article originally appeared in The Sun and was reproduced by the New York Post with permission. Now, again, I don't know about you, but the attack happened at night in a field, and this woman was mauled to death and eaten. I don't know much about badgers, and I don't know a lot about foxes, but the idea that a fox could do this just doesn't seem feasible to me. I know that there have been some reports of dogmen, potential werewolves, going back probably for hundreds, if not thousands of years, this legend. But it doesn't seem like more recent incidents have been reported. Again, is this a potential cover-up? Are the police trying to keep this quiet? Or if you work in this biological field and you understand foxes and badgers and you think this is possible, please call me out. I just think it's really strange, and it seems like there's something more to this story. Again, feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any information about potential dogman sightings in the UK that you want me to cover, or if you're from the UK and you have a story of your own, or you know someone who does, please reach out to me at heidi@weirdwilderness.com. As always, thanks for listening. Stay safe out there. It gets pretty weird in the weird wilderness.